This week we bring you up to date with a very controversial boom furler option for our Portofino 52. Investigation into the shocking truth of the boom furlers will leave you amazed and stunned. Are boom furlers a hazard and to be avoided at all costs? Or are they something that users find that they would never want to go without again? Join us for this technical deep dive into the cauldron of controversy and falsehoods surrounding boom furlers.
We are John and Ellie, the Barefoot Doctors, sailing and travelling around the globe. Join us as we share the adventure and explore the beauty of the world. Because life is better barefoot. Hi guys, welcome back. Well, we just wanted to have a chat with you because this is probably one of the biggest decisions apart from the boat that we're going to have to make. And this is about the boom.
And the furling system. So do we go with a boom furler or do we go with the traditional slab reefing? We have discussed this on previous video and got lots of feedback, so thanks very much to everybody about that. The decision here falls into two different categories and they seem to be diametrically opposite. And over these months we've been doing a lot of research into boom furlers because we've never had one. So because we've never had one, we don't have the experience to fall back on. And we've had to ask people who are using them and check out all the videos that are online. Some people say they're absolutely wonderful and some people say, oh my god, it's a hazard. But now we really have to make a decision. If we're going to get a boom furler, we're going to have to order it very quickly in order to get it made ready for the launch. So why is it so important for you, Hon?
The most important thing would have to be the safety. When it's rough and we've got to get the sail in and we've got to get the sail up, John's got to stand up, and it doesn't matter what boat it is, but John's got to stand up there exposed to the weather and try and handle the sail from there.
And of course, when the wind's blowing its guts out, that's when things go wrong. That's when lines jam, the reefing lines jam, or something catches on the boom, so you've got to go up there to untangle it.
The lazy jacks catch on the battens and the battens catch on the lazy jacks.
And in big seas and in big wind, the boom is going whack, whack, whack from side to side and you're up there ducking and weaving. But there is a significant degree of risk. When we're sailing just the two of us, if something has to be done with the sail up there, then really Elizabeth's in control at the helm and I'm trying to do the grunt work on top of the saloon. So that means that she worries about me having an accident.
I'm the one that watches the feet go and the body swaying and the boom swaying, and you can stabilize the boom for sure, but you still get that movement when it's rough.
Safety is the biggest factor here, and the other thing is convenience, ease of operation. We have been looking at these boom furlers, and the ones that work well, they're operated with an electric motor, and there's no lines, and it's all done from the helm position. So that's the upside, the big upsides. The downsides, what are the downsides? Obviously there's a cost. It's a significant cost for a boom furler, whether they're carbon or aluminium. The good ones are in the region of $50,000. So significant financial outlay. The other risks or downsides is the reported, now we'll say reported, problems that occur with the boom furlers, and usually this comes from inexperienced people who have used them. They report that the boom furlers jam. We've looked into this, and really pulling the sail up the mast can also jam. If the sail is jamming, then clearly something is being done wrong or there is something designed wrong. Jamming we had to look into. Whether the boat had to be directly up into the wind we had to look into. The other thing is, does the boom furler add complexity or does it reduce complexity? That was really in dispute when we did the research online.
We not only did research online, we spoke to people as well.
Yeah, we were speaking to people that actually were sailing with boom furlers and how they found it. Raphael looked at the main producers of the boom furlers, and the top three were all in the same sort of price range, but they varied in the way they operated their boom furlers and also the way they dealt with us. So the three biggest boom furler designers that we came across was Leisure Furl from the USA, Boom Furler from Denmark, and Max Spa from Italy. Now Max Spa is a carbon fiber boom furler, the other two are aluminium, in the same price range. Despite that, Leisure Furl has been out for many decades and they operate predominantly with lines. Unfortunately, boom furler that looked pretty good weren't willing to talk to us at all to discuss the details of their product.
They didn't want to discuss the details or have us discuss the details.
They just wanted us to get a quote. They weren't willing to discuss with the builder, Raphael at Portofino, as well, so that made it really difficult. And well, if there was going to be problems, were they going to have the same sort of difficulty accessing information? Leisure furl was a fairly old technology design with ropes and all that sort of thing, and obviously the increased number of mechanisms increases complexity, so we were looking at the carbon fiber ones from Maxbar. So Raphael was talking with the owner of that company, which also makes carbon fiber masts, Enrico, and we had a Zoom call with him, which was absolutely excellent because he dealt with a lot of our concerns. He is Italian, speaking Italian. His English isn't fantastic, would you say?
It's okay because we're so fluent in Italian. Not.
But anyway, so Enrico had a Zoom call with us, and we still had concerns and questions, and he was actually willing to come to the Grand Mott Boat Show to discuss in detail how the mechanism works and how the sails go up, how they come down, what are the risks and all that sort of stuff, and deal with all of these unanswered questions that we had. The footage from this was taken in the middle of the boat show, so there's a lot of background noise. We apologize for it. This was a really important meeting, and Enrico gave us several hours of his time on 2 days to go through these details.
What we thought was really amusing is when we were speaking to Enrico, he was actually referring to our boat as a very small boat, because this guy does masts for massive yachts.
And boom furlers.
And boom furlers. So our 52 is small. Yeah.
He's built a carbon boom furlers for boats up to 100 meters, and the biggest boom furlers that he's made were 24 meters or 78 feet in length. So you can imagine these are absolutely enormous boom furlers, and he has produced them for a huge number of boats, and all above 52 feet. So our boat was just a little side issue for him. We're just a little small insignificant boat, so it's very easy, very simple.
Yeah, he kept saying that, didn't he?
Okay, so let's cross to see what Enrico had to say when we were hammering him. We actually were hammering him with all these questions. Falmar motor on the inside.
Yes.
Is it a continuous line or two ends?
The engine, you have is electric engine inside the
boom.
inside the boom,
Yeah.
inside the mandrel.
You just hoist like a normal sail.
Yeah.
Same. No, you don't have to make tension or.
No, no tension. It's only the friction you use on the winch.
Right. Yeah.
You have only two bottom, two electric bottom. Is in one the engine is free, and so you go up the mainsail with the winch. In the other, you give power, and the engine is round, and in the mainsail release the halyard of the.
You release the halyard.
It's very simple.
Okay. And do we have to keep a certain amount of tension?
Tension is important to see the mainsail is not too low and to drop down.
Yeah.
In this moment is the mainsail is go up and the engine is working, but is free.
Okay.
It's completely free. Is the mainsail the main halyard you give you the tension.
Right.
You see the boat. I build about 324 meters, so it's very big one. This one is clever because in any case you have no power. Okay, you have the mainsail. You take the halyard, you release, and the mainsail is come down.
Okay.
In the meantime, you pressure the engine is the release the brake and is moving the 15 round to the 4 minutes. In 2 minutes, the boat is go out.
Okay.
Go inside the boat. It's important the correct angle of the vang is 87 degrees. In the other side, the other things is simple. You see, is go around.
To make the 87 degrees, it's the same.
This is important.
Yeah.
The angle.
Yeah, we have
you
a
have a
vang.
vang. Fantastic. It's the vang. It's possible to put one sample button with the designer, and so you go in the position and round in one shock all inside.
So the topping lift to pull.
Topping lift, if you have the vang, no need.
A hydraulic vang will stop it going up and down, does it?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
So hydraulic vang, no topping lift,
No.
right?
No need.
Hydraulic vang is the best solution, right?
Yes.
even in
It's
big
important is you find the first time the right angle. So you put the wang like this, close, and there is. It's simple. It's simple. It's possible to put the electronic control, but no need the button. You determine exactly the length from here, like this.
So we just align this little bit of wood.
The roller here, the sail, is moving in front of the mast or in the back of the mast. Very simple.
It's just a rod that is
It's not broken. This one, not broken.
Yeah, I get it. I think
And this one is important because you remove the top and lift. Nothing, no need, and the control is perfectly. For this system, simple. Main sheet, one button and button. Finish the story.
What do you think about to put the camera on the mast and look inside?
I have a lot of boat. I put the camera. No, it's yes, because you have a monitor. You see if
If you're jamming.
You are alone. You stay on the radar. It's a good help.
Okay, it's a good help.
This boat is working to June, September, but it's working 3 times in the day. Morning, up and down. Possible to use until 90 degrees.
Right.
It's better up the wind. You have the boat like this.
60 degrees,
The boom in line with the wind. It's work.
You have to take the power of the sail to reef, because otherwise there's too much force in the sail. It has to be loose.
So thanks guys for following along with us. We really appreciate your support. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscriber button, because we really don't want you to miss out on all the exciting stuff we have coming up, especially the build of our new Portofino 52 catamaran aluminium that's going to be launched in a few months' time. So you know what to do. Click that subscriber button.
And do it now, guys.
Make it happen.
So when we were asking boom furler users, what they commonly described was it took them a few months to get used to how it operated, and once they got used to it operating, they absolutely loved it and would never go back. They did specifically say in the learning process you sometimes do things wrong. So one person had a lock on the mandrel, which is the internal pole that the sail rolls around, and in that process he actually tore or split his sail a little bit on the luff. And obviously people will undoubtedly have seen episodes of completely inexperienced boom furler users where they completely destroy the boom furler, and that is undoubtedly user error, because when the questions we asked to Enrico, none of his boom furlers have ever broken. Used properly, they will not break. They're designed to take the strains, but if you force things, just like if you force a sail on an electric winch where it's jammed, you're going to break something.
Yeah, and if you don't know, you don't know.
But we believe you have to know how to use it properly. If you use it properly, it'll work flawlessly.
Yeah.
So from our research for people that use them, we actually were feeling much more comfortable about making this decision to go forward with a boom furler. And then we had the discussions with Enrico, and clearly, what was your impression from that?
Well, he was very knowledgeable. I was very comfortable with the answers he was giving us, because we were certainly hammering him, and he was very confident, saying none of his product has ever been broken or been fouled or anything like that. So I was very comfortable with his answers, and also I was also comfortable with Raphael's confidence in this man and confidence in this product. He was very happy putting that product on his boat.
Yeah.
That kind of gave me a lot of confidence too.
Yeah, and then the other thing was, and it wasn't filmed, but Raphael put Enrico on the spot to say it's your responsibility to work with the mast maker to ensure that the sail operates correctly. It's not our problem, it's your problem. You speak to the sail maker, you get the correct tracks installed into the mast, and if there's any problem, you and the mast makers can sort it out, and he agreed to that. This willingness to take that responsibility to us was a good sign, considering the boom furler people in Denmark weren't even willing to talk to us, and the reason we veered away from the leisure furl was that's older technology with ropes and all this. The beauty of this Max Spar boom furler, in my mind, is it is a motor driven, which is inside the mandrill, the pole, the rotating pole, so there's no ropes at all. So this reduces complexity completely. We eliminate all the reef lines, we eliminate the topping lift because we have a hydraulic vang, and it's 2 buttons. It's a lock button and a wind in button, and then you have your halyard, and that's it. You've done away with all of your other ropes. You're also not going to have the problem that we have currently. As you hoist the main, the battens catch on the jackstays, and you've got to be fiddling and messing about on top of the cabin roof to stop the battens catching on the jackstays. It's a pain in the backside. Another increased simplification to our sailing experience.
And of course, people are going to say, oh, what happens if it jams? You've got big winds and you can't get the sail down. What happens?
Well, the beauty with the boom furler, as Enrico said, was if there's a problem with the boom furler, the sail will come down anyway, and then you just drop it down and you tie it up like you would on a normal main, you know, with ropes around the boom. So you're never going to be stuck with the sail up, because the halyard will still drop the sail all the way down without any problem at all. The other beauty with this, because this is a carbon fiber boom furler, it's lighter, so there's less weight, and that makes less momentum as it's swinging across in big, you know, in big seas, and the cost is in the same price range as the others.
So the fors for going for an in-furling boom, for us, outweighed the against, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they certainly seem to, and if everything works as Enrico says, and he has had experience with much bigger boats, which obviously have a lot more forces on them, and he says it's simple, it's easy.
It's only a little boat.
Yeah, we've only got a baby boat. So this is simple and easy, he says. We have now made the decision to go with Max Spar. We have given Enrico the yes, go ahead and manufacture it for us, so it's ready for our launch, and time will tell. Again, like we said, we've never done this before, we've never had a boom furler before. We are going to have to see if all of what Enrico said was correct, but certainly the people that are using them do have that kind of experience.
So we'd really like you to come with us on this journey, guys, because it's going to be very interesting. Because it's all new for us. Yeah, it makes life challenging, but it makes life very interesting also.
Yeah, and if this works as well as he says it does, it will be a life changer. We do love all those factors about less windage, less lines, less messing around, with even the simple thing of hoisting the sail.
And more, and safety.
And safety, yeah. Wonderful prospects with this boom furler, and we are willing to put the money on the table, like we have with the boat already, to see if it will produce an added feature for this fantastic boat going forward.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yep, exciting times, guys, and we'll take you along. Launch date is still going to be January 25 after the Christmas holidays, so we'll see then how the boom furler works. All the best, guys.
Thanks for joining us on this journey, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to be a part of an exciting way to save lives around the world, join our Patreon family and get up close and personal with us.